Good morning. I'm a little out of breath because I haven't even finished a run, but right in the middle of my run, the Lord struck me so profoundly as I was praying about our fifth sorrowful mystery, the crucifixion, that I decided, you know what? I'm going to put a pause in the middle of this. Kind of like the crucifixion, honestly, is a pause in the life of Jesus, right? He's living his life. There's that physical death, but the soul lives on, and so it's just a pause and it continues. Same thing for us. That's what death is. It's just this pause. And that right there was a side note. That's not even what I wanted to share. So Jesus, at the crucifixion, gave everything. He held nothing back. He poured it all out. And to some degree, that can be scary. I shouldn't say to some degree. That is scary, right? In life, I think a lot of times we have it where we probably draw a line. Like we have a point that we're willing to go up to. Like, I'm going to do all this for you, Lord, but not that one thing. And we need to come to a point where as we're praying, we can say like Jesus did in the garden, where he says, not my will, but thy will be done. Right? He starts, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. So he says, this isn't what I want. It's okay for us to tell God as things are happening, as we're praying about something, Lord, this is what I want to have happen. Right? That's totally fine. That's great to be able to say that. But at that point, then we need to say the next part, but not my will, but thy will be done. Right? That's the second half of it. But I'm going to even go one step further and say, we can say it, but do we mean it? I think a lot of times we can say, Lord, this is really what I want. But Lord, if you know what's best, then okay. Like, do what you're going to do. I trust you. Right? But as we're saying that, I think a lot of times we can just say it as a line. We know that's what we're supposed to say, but in our heart, we don't actually feel it. And so what we need is to fully trust in God. We know we're supposed to make that act of the will, like, all right, God, your plan's going to be best. But a lot of times we don't actually believe it. Jesus was able to say what he said because he trusted the Father, right? That's why he trusted in the Father. We need to be able to, so Jesus essentially could have said, Father, I trust in you. Father, I trust in you. Father, I trust in you. I think it's beautiful for us. Jesus is our example. He's our bridge to the Father. For us to be able to say, like we see on the bottom of the Divine Mercy or the image of Divine Mercy, Jesus, I trust in you. When you are struggling and you're at a point where you're saying, Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. You're saying, Lord, this is what I want. Okay, great. You're telling the Lord that. That's beautiful. And then when that next part comes where you realize maybe that's not what he's asking of you. Maybe he has something different planned. When you realize that, to be able to say, okay, not my will, thy will be done. And that might not really be fitting for us in our heart. To then pull out your rosary, and on each beat of the rosary, pray, Jesus, I trust in you. Jesus, I trust in you. Jesus, I trust in you. And then try again to say, Father, not my will, but thy will be done. And to give it all to him, knowing that no matter what happens, even if it feels like absolute death, it's just a pause. God bless you. Have a great day.